on the other side of the river was different and for Gregory. Once there was a little village called Windhoek on the river. Half the people of White Oak lived on the east side of the river. Half the people of Windhoek lived on the west side of the river. A rickety wooden bridge connected the two sides of Windhoek. In all of Windhoek, there was one blacksmith, one tailor, one doctor, one chimney sweep, one cobbler, one farmer, one baker, one weaver, and one woodsman. To a strange passenger, it looked like a lovely, quiet place to live. But in fact, it was not lovely at all, and it certainly was not quiet. The woman of the East bickered with the woman of the West. The men of the West fought with the men of the East. The children of the East teased the children of the West. Beast from the East, pest from the West. You are cheat. You are a mess. Insult flew and feast flew too. Then one night, in a bursty storm, the bridge collapsed. Fine, said the people on the west side. Let's dip. It's like that. Good, said the people on the east side. Let's dip it like that. The next day was more peaceful than anyone could remember. On the west side of the river, the chimney swept. The weaver whooped. The smith smithed, and the doctor tended the sick. On the east side, the baker baked. The tailor sewed. The cobbler cobbed. The farmer farmed, and the woodsman chopped. But that night, while the baker was baking, his bread got all salty. His shop got all smoky. It was very clear that he needs the chimney sweep. But where was the chimney sweep? On the other side of the river? What shall I do? Asked the baker. What shall I do? Early the next morning, while the chimney sweep was halfway down the blacksmith's chimney, his left boot slipped. and fell right into a tub of boiling water. My boot! My boot! He shouted. I need the cover. But where was the cover? Yes, of course, on the other side of the river. Just then, the cobra was so busy thinking while he was swinging his farmer and him that he missed the shore and hammered his thumb. Ah, wife, get me the doctor. But where was the doctor? Yes, of course, on the other side of the river. Just then, the doctor who was a bit chubby had after heard at the good joke and spread the last pair of trousers that fit him. Oh, he said, I need the tailor. But where was the tailor? An easy question. The tailor was on the other side of the river. Just then, the tailor put up a sign and locked his door. He had a fine sewing machine, needles, pins, and a steady hand, but he had no clothes. No clothes, no clothes, I'm ruined, he muttered. I need the river for clothes, for clothes. But where was the river? On the other side of the river, of course. Just then, the river had woven all that he could weave. He needed more wood from the farmer's sheep. I need the farmer, he cried. What shall I do? But where was the farmer? On the other side of the river. Just then the farmer happened to be in his field, but his horse had lost its shoe and could not pull the plough. I must get the blacksmith, shouted the farmer. But where was the blacksmith? On the other side of the river. Just then, the blacksmith had run out of the wood to keep his fire glowing and his bellows blowing. First, he burned his table. Then he burned his chairs. I need the woodman, he grumbled. I must have wood. But where was the woodman? You can guess by now where the woodman was. Oh, it's me, sighed the blacksmith. What shall I do? What shall I do? That night, the baker knew what he had to do. He waited for dark so that no one would know. Quickly and quietly he hurried down to the river. There he found the cobra, the tailor, the woodsman, and the farmer all about to there in a small wooden boat. Wait, wait for me, he called. midway between west and east Wheelock, in the middle of the river, the Udme whispered, "See! Stop roaring! Listen, I hear something." "Hello out there," called a voice in the darkness. "Doctor," called the cowboy. "Is that you?" "Cowboy, hello," said another voice. "I am coming to see you." "It's a sweep," said the baker. "Row, row, somebody row." "Give me the oar," said the tailor. Now the boat was side by side. "Doctor, please help me." The doctor stood to help the couples over. "Sweep," said the baker. "You must come back with me." "Come with me, Smith. My horse is lame." "I'm coming with you, Weaver. I must have clothes," said the tailor. "No, no, I must get wool from the farmer first." "Sit down," shouted the woodman. "Sit down. You are all tipping. You are tip. What's out? Say it." The two both tipped, and the baker, the cobbler, the woodsman, the doctor, the sweep, the smith, the weaver, the tailor, and the farmer all fell into the river. "Help!" cried the tailor. "Swim!" shouted the woodsman. "To the bridge!" called the weaver. Together they hauled on to what was left of the old rickety bridge. "What shall we do?" asked the tailor, the woodsman, and the weaver. "What shall we do?" asked the doctor, the farmer, and the baker. "What shall we do?" asked the cobbler, the sweep, and the blacksmith. Then some swam east and some swam west. Each one knew what he had to do. So early the next morning, the people of East Wheelock and the people of West Wheelock began to build a new bridge. It was hard to tell who walked harder or faster. No one would say. Now the woman of the east smiled at the woman of the west. The men of the west worked with the men of the east. The children of the east play with the children of the west. No one will say which side is better, only that the bridge is stronger. And if a stranger passing through Wheelock on the river thought it looked like a nice place to live, he would be right. The end.